Yo, what's good, guys? This is Willie P. And let me say this first. Thank you for watching my video. And if you like, please subscribe. And if you got good comments or you got those bad comments, you know what to do. Put it right down at the bottom. Yeah. I got a lot on my mind, so I want to make it quick. Amir Khan versus Lamont Peterson. I want to talk about the two fighters, and I'm going to give my prediction. Yeah. And I want to talk about the World MMA Awards 2011. But first, I'm going to talk about the two fighters. Let me first talk about Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson is 29-1-1 with 15 KOs. He lost one fight to Timothy Bradley and had a draw with Victor Ortiz. This is a great fighter in my eyes. Good boxer, not a great boxer, but a good boxer. Questionable punching, but is a game fighter. And I think he's going to come in there well prepared to fight Khan for 12 rounds. Now, Amir Khan is 26-1. And I'm not going to talk about his loss because Amir Khan didn't lose with Freddie Roach. So because he didn't lose with Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach made him a lot better, like his speed, his power, and his technique, I'm not going to go on his loss. But I think Amir Khan is one of the best fighters in the world. And I picked him as one of my top 10 fighters pound for pound. And if I really believe if he doesn't knock out Peterson or outclass him for 12 rounds, mostly a sweep, Peterson can only win like 2 rounds. Then I don't think he is up there as pound for pound best fighter. Now, what I think, Amir Khan should come in there knowing that he should take this guy's heart. But I'm not going to give nothing away from Peterson. Peterson's a great fighter. Peterson's one of the top fighters in the weight class, and so is Amir Khan. So I think this fight's going to be a great fight. I'm going to give my prediction. I think it's going to be a really tough fight for both fighters. I think it's going to go 12 rounds, and Amir Khan's going to squeak out maybe 1 or 2 round decision. That's my prediction. Tell me what you think. Now, the UFC, not the UFC, Mixed Martial Arts had an award. And I want to go into it because I really had a little bit of doubt a couple of things. I want to know what you guys think. So tell me what you guys think after I'm done. International Fighter of the Year, everything Overeem won it. And I agree with that because he is the Dream Champion, K1 Champion, and the former Strikeforce Champion. But how is George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva not even mentioned? I think they're international, right? Maybe. I don't know. Gym of the Year, Black House. And yes, Black House should have got it. They got the 3 biggest champions in UFC right now. Dos Santos, Anderson Silva, and Jose Aldo. But Greg Jackson has a lot of great fighters, and maybe I could have seen him winning that award. Referee of the Year, definitely, this is definitely agreeable. Herb Dean is definitely the best referee, not just in mixed martial arts, but in combat sports. And I'm happy that they give an award for people like that because he shows his thing. And another mention, Big McCartney, he's definitely a great referee. And these guys, some of these other referees should learn from these guys because Herb Dean knows when to stop it and knows when not to stop it. The best things in the mixed martial art. And he knows when to make sure, he knows how to protect a fighter from being hurt. Now, Journalist of the Year, Ari Hawani definitely should have won it. He's the best reporter in mixed martial arts. And he had the greatest mixed martial arts website, MMAfighting.com, if you don't know what it is, and he has a show, MMA Hour, great. He gives all the insights with all mixed martial arts fighters, gives the best interviews with mixed martial arts fighters, and gets the exclusive tips on what the fight is going to be, who people are going to fight, and all that. And if you don't know who Ari Hawani is, check him out, man. That guy is dope. Coach of the Year, I definitely agree with this. Greg Jackson definitely should have got Coach of the Year. He got all the top fighters. Jones, you know, the list goes on. Quet Guido, Carlos Condit. Do I have to say more or should I name more? But I'm not going to name more. But honestly, I think Cesar Gracie might have should have got this award just because he had 3 of the top fighters in the world. Jake Shields, Nick Diaz, and Gilbert Melendez. These are all great fighters and they're all at the top level and everybody wants to see them fight. And I really believe that these guys maybe should have won that award. Promotion of the Year, definitely. UFC is the NFL of mixed martial arts. And a lot of people say, oh, just because you watch UFC, you don't know really nothing about mixed martial arts. Listen, bro, you don't have to watch Canadian football to know about football. If you watch the best fucking organization, then that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. UFC is NFL of mixed martial arts. Whenever those guys who coming from those low things come into the UFC, then they'll be great, and then you'll get to know them. But I watch a lot of mixed martial arts fights, so don't even try to say anything, man. Now I don't just watch the UFC. Personality of the year, definitely Joe Rogan. Definitely got this award, and he deserved the award. He's the best analyst in combat sports. He never biased. He always talks about the fight, how the fight should be in its purest form. He always tells you, when you listen to Joe Rogan, you're going to learn something. He's not like those HBO where they have a favorite and it's like they're more of a fan than an analyst. Even though Joe Rogan's crazy and he curses a lot, I love you, Joe Rogan. Keep it up. Female fight of the year, Miesha Tate. I don't really agree with it. I think Ronda Rousey should have got it. She's been armbarring bitches for this whole year. Been crazy. No one had last past the first round with her in her whole career. She's great for women's mixed martial arts. She's bringing back mixed martial arts more than it already is, and it's going on a plateau. She looks banging. If you don't know Ronda Rousey she is fucking hot. And she could fight. Boy, she could fight. She should have won that. And breakthrough fight of the year, Donald Cerrone. And definitely Donald Cerrone should have won this. He's been fighting the top level fighters since he came to the UFC. But I don't understand why Ben Hendson was not even on it. He's been crushing people since the Anthony Pettis kick. Since he came into the UFC, he's been crushing people. And now he's about to fight for the UFC title against Frankie Edgar. That Dana White even said is pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. Now, submission of the year, Korean Zombie, and yes, Korean Zombie should have got that with that twister. And if you haven't seen Korean Zombie's submission that he got for the award that he got for that submission, he did the twister, and it was crazy. And what makes it crazy is because he did it at the biggest stage, the UFC. That's like catching a pass in the Super Bowl, one-handed pass for a touchdown, last second left to win the game. That's how big it was. Now, people did it in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappling competition, and people did it in a small thing, but nobody's seen it on the scale as what Korean Zombie did it on. And that was crazy. Thank you, Korean Zombie, for that thing. And the leading man of the year, Dana White, and definitely Dana White should have got that. Dana White is what makes fighting great. He knows how to put on the great fight. He knows how to, when you spend money, you're going to get your money's worth. From the prelims to the main event, it's going to be great. And boxing should take a page from their book and let the fans be more involved and let the best fighters fight the best fighters. Because if they don't, UFC will one day eat them in a hole. But KO of the year, Anderson Silva. I don't think Anderson Silva should have got it because he kicked Vitor Belfort in the face. I think Cheick Kongo should have got it for that comeback knockout that he got against Pat Barry. He looked like he was dead 10 times. I don't know. But fighter of the year, Frankie Edgar and Greg Maynard got that. And yes, they was a great fight. But I think Dominic Cruz and Uriah Faber should have got fight of the year. I watched that fight 10 times, and I still don't know who won that fight. It was crazy. And for that, I think they should got fight of the year. Now, fighter of the year. Not fighting the fight of the year, but the fight of the year, Jon Jones. And yes, Jon Jones should be fight of the year. He's been killing people for this whole year, and from that, he became UFC champion in the toughest weight class that no one defended his belt, and he's the first person to defend his belt since God knows who knows. So he is definitely fight of the year, and I definitely agree with that. And comeback fight of the year, Cheick Kongo got that, and I don't understand why he got comeback fight of the year when Tito Ortiz should have got that. Tito Ortiz last losses is from great fighters. I don't even want to name, but Machida's one of them. Forrest Griffin, blah blah blah. Yeah. And he come back for his job because Dana White said, if you lose this fight, I'm firing you. He chokes out one of the top 10 fighters, Brian Bader. And because of that, I think he should have got comeback fight of the year. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me who you think should have got fight of the year. Tell me who you think is going to win Peterson and Peterson and what's his name? Amir Khan. You guys tell me what you think. And you know, like I said, if you got good comments or bad comments, put them right down at the bottom. And if you like, please subscribe. This is Willie P. Out. I'm Deuces. 1.